Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode. We're going to go over yesterday's trade and today's trade. So yesterday's trade, we started with AERT. AERT popped up on the scanner. It has upcoming news, catalyst, and I don't take a trade immediately at 4 a.m. I wait for this break at 120. I see that's like, resistance level. It did break over the 116, 115. So as soon as it broke over this level, I took 1,000 shares position starter. And the reason why I was confident, well, I mean, this is a good sector. It's a technology stock, industrials. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a little bit better than my next trade that I'm going to go over. So I took 1,000 shares, and I'm in a position where I can start taking 1,000 shares on these types of stocks and still have enough left over to make a trade. So I took 1,000 shares. I get out 131. My average was 124, and I got in for a win at $72. So that was really, really good. This is where things began to go wrong because I traded something that wasn't in a very hot sector. This was EDBL. EDBL has popped up in the past before, even though it's not a good sector. It has made some pretty good moves in the past, I believe in May, and I missed out on this trade. So this kind of memory of me missing out on the trade kind of gave me FOMO, but here's why I fucked up. So I'm watching this. I'm very familiar with the stock. I've seen it in the past before. I'm like, okay, I like that. I like being comfortable with the stock I've traded before, but not all the time. You will do good. Here's where I went wrong. So it comes up on the scanner, starts consolidating at VWAP, goes below VWAP for a moment in the 10-second chart, squeezes up again, and then squeezes up for a high of 309. But what do I know? I get caught in the top and tail, and it got flushed, and I'm in 300 shares, and it flushes down to around 250 to 68, and I get out for 103 loss. And that puts me at $31 loss for the day. So I was really disappointed in myself. I shouldn't have taken that trade. I should have just walked away sooner. But yeah, I didn't listen to myself. And, I didn't ask myself the questions like, okay, what kind of stock is this? Why is it going up? Really on the stock quote, this really wasn't. They were also reporting Q2 results, but it wasn't gaining the same attraction as AERT. So I should have waited, and that was my fault. So, but hey, $31, I was like, okay, that's something I can tolerate as long as it's not over 100, over 50. Over 50 is where I'm like, okay, I'll get annoyed, but I'll take that loss. That was my fault for just jumping in without questioning. Today was really good. So today we go over VMAR. VMAR pops up on the scanner. Let's see. There was actually at the time of trading, there actually was no news related to it. They put out a public offering from what I was seeing earlier, closer to the opening bell, but really they had pre-market gains, and I guess they have some sort of settlement issue, and I don't know. I guess lots of talks with Ukraine is gonna probably led to the volume kicking in the pre-market, but since they had a offering, yeah, that kind of fucked them over. But this is where I took my trade on VMAR. So I'm watching VMAR since I've traded this in the past. It is military related technology company. So I'm like, okay, it's a good sector. That's actually a good sector. Anything AI, anything crypto now, it's really good. So the sectors are very, very important. You don't want to trade something like marijuana sector. It's not really a health sector. That thing's not very liquid. It moves very slow. So I'm watching this after my trade at 8. After this is my only trade for the day, and watching this go under video app, I'm like, okay, what I'm looking at is the level 2. Level 2 is going to tell me how many buyers and how many sellers. It was a little bit mixed. I mean, the volume and liquidity was low. Look at this. There wasn't that much. This is very, very low. It's something that you don't really want to trade because possibility that it's not going to go anywhere. You can anticipate it, yeah, but you want it. You want to wait for signs. I waited for this break at the top right here of this top and tail. I'm like, okay, things look like they're going to get started. Volume's already increasing from here to here. I start taking 500 shares. That's what I'm able to afford. And I'm actually in full position. Why? Because I'm comfortable with this type of sector. And I'm confident. And I'm going to take a little bit more risk. I feel like, okay, this is where I'm going to put my, the pedal to the metal. Full position. Lower price stock. And I'm willing to take this kind of risk. And I know it's like, okay, why didn't you learn from yesterday? Yesterday wasn't the hot sector on what I traded. I traded one good sector stock yesterday, and I traded one bad sector stock yesterday on similar news. So I feel pretty confident. I'm like, okay, and I've traded this before. It's the history of me trading similar stocks is what I feel like is going to boost my confidence. Not all the time. Like BDRX, I've lost in it before, but I've also made money on it. So not all the time. But I waited for this break right here over this top and tail. I'm in 500 shares, and I actually get out for a 24 cents win. And for 24 cents, here's what I got: $243. Actually, no, not 24 cents. Yeah, no, it is about 24 cents, I believe. No, 40 cents. 40 cents a share, that's when the profit I got for. And I'm seeing like 243, 200. This is like my new record breaking day. And honestly, I'm really okay with that. I wasn't willing to hold any longer, even though I could have. This went up way past over to $5. This would have been like almost $500, $600 a day. But since I took a trade around here, 500 shares, I got out closer to $4, around $3.90. No, not $3.90, not $4, around $4.20. No, wait, hold on. If I got in here, $3.76, 40 cents a share. Yeah, it's closer to $4, over $4. That was where I left off. And ideally to keep trading, this likely would have been a good spot to add. But at the time, I'm like, I'm going to take my profits. This is really good profit. This is a new record breaking day. I'm not going to, just throw it to waste and just regret it later on. I took my trade for the day and I got in and got out for 243. I'm really, really happy. So it's really good. And this stock did fall a little bit afterwards. It went up to a high of $6. This could have been $1,000, but I can't think like that. But wow, this made a really, really good move, and I'm glad I caught the first end. These are the moves I want to be catching. If I'm in, more than 200 shares, I want to catch more than 20 cents of profit because, man, this is a lot. So this is a really good move. Really, the best move of the day was this here, this first area. This probably you can get in from some sort of, consolidation at this level, and then maybe right here. But it began to top around this area, around 570. But hey, I'm proud of myself. What does this put us on the month? Well, on the month, we're actually doing really good. I know I took a loss yesterday, but it broke my 8-day green streak, but it's whatever. I try to keep it to 9 days. It would have been day 10, but damn, I messed up. 376. So I noticed the last 2-3 months, the last 2 weeks become a bit shaky for me. Why? Maybe I'm getting cocky. So I have to be cautious going into the next week and the final week. I can't just give back all my profits. I've done really well up to this point to recover. I've taken my base hits when I needed to, and I've been consistent. So I'm really proud of myself for that. Also, next week when you see me trade, my background will be different. I'm actually moving out. So I'm going to be in a different area, and I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, honestly, things are looking still pretty good. I also want to start sharing my SPY trades on Robinhood. So I'm actually trading the SPX index. I've come up with a new strategy using options, day trading options, because using the SPX index, it has so much like volume and the swings are outrageous where you can make a lot of profit. Once I feel comfortable with developing the strategy further, and obviously with profits, I want to make sure I'm showing stuff that has profits, because right now it's still, I'm hitting some targets, I'm sometimes not hitting. I'm finding best to trade trends because I can try to anticipate whether the market will be green or red, but I found the best way to trade it would be trading a 5-minute chart based on the trends and writing that trend, either on calls on the way up or when I start to see diverge down and on the way down for puts. But I want to develop the strategy and I want to give this a bit more time before I start showing my results because I don't want to show losing trades. It's something new and something that I'm experimenting with, and I know it's really risky, but I'm willing to take that risk, and I found that it's going to be the best way for profiting large in the market and taking advantage of the market. I think it's something that I'm combining day trading with. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or Monday. Take care.